separately than the PR person I'm working with separately was like, I heard it's actually really easy to just kind of like hunker down in Portugal in general. Like she, I don't know, obviously my mom is not very detail or not obviously, but my mom is not very detail oriented. She was like, yeah, you
Yeah,
pretty
why you
much
gotta throw
buy
your
a house.
mom under the bus like that, man? She's obviously not detail
Obviously, as a
oriented.
mother, she's not very detailed.
I
No,
think relative to other places, it is like, I think it is one of like the easier ones to do that with. I think Spain has a similar situation going on.
that's cool.
Yeah, but they've set the system up for digital nomads in particular, so it's easy in that sense. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fucking cool.
You know where had it and now doesn't.
Where what?
Malaysia.
They got that system too?
They had a good system, and then Network School got the boot from there. Yeah, like Balaji's thing. Have you guys heard about that in the news? Like his Network School, where it's like basically a digital nomad startup society in Malaysia, right off from Singapore.
I've only heard about it, but I don't know what the full story is.
He's been doing it for like 3 years, I think. And basically there's like an election coming up there. And so like some anonymous account just like sort of spread lies about how they're handling immigration and stuff like that and letting people into the country. And, it's only like 300 people, but it's like they kind of created a big scare. And then the Malaysian government more or less like stepped in and said, you guys are not in compliance with certain things. And then they responded to that. And then they also made a video saying, okay, we were about to actually like double down and expand 5x the amount of money that we did. But we want to make sure that we're welcomed here. So we requested a meeting with whoever like the government leader is or whatever. And then the government's response is, yeah, just like close up shop. And in the process, though, they signed an agreement with Kazakhstan because apparently there's another startup society that's like more Solana focused that has started there and met with like the prime minister and things like that. And so, yeah, they're like, they're doing the network state thing, which is that they can kind of move anywhere. And so they're going to relocate from Malaysia to Kazakhstan.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. And also in like Bali, Indonesia, like there's growing, like that's another digital nomad hub, right? There's a lot of sort of resentment building among the local population.
Yeah, I mean Bali over the years, I know Bali is like a hotspot for like a different types of nomads, period, bro. Like you got like yoga teachers going out there, digital nomads. It's just like been
right.
I've never even been there, but I just have heard about it over the years,
Yeah, I have wanted to go, but decreasingly so.
Yeah, same. I've always wanted to go just to like say I've gone to Bali, but you're right, that need, I guess, or that urge has decreased over the years to see like how many people, it's like becoming like an Instagram girl thing, or you know what I mean? Like it's kind of
yeah, like,
or like a Peter Rams, what's the guy, the startup guy, Pieter
Levels.
Yeah, Levels. Yeah,
that guy is all over the place. John, are you in Portugal on like a visa, or like what is the technical like?
Technically, I'm here on like a tourist visa, like on holiday. So I'm in the process of applying for a visa. I was kind of just coming here to test it out, see if it works. Yeah, now I have to go through the process of applying for the visa. And there are like companies that could do it for me, but I'm going to try and do it without going through them. So yeah, that's right.
I know a guy once who, like, when it came to like compliance with like governments, all the way from like immigration to taxes, he would, and this is pre-GPT, learn how to do it himself and do it all himself. And I'm just like, bro, how?
Wow.
And then he actually wrote a book about it. I don't think it ever sold many copies because it's still too much work, even if you know what to do. But yeah, because that stuff can be expensive. Like you said, it's like thousands of dollars to like hire an immigration lawyer and like
Well, that's what
do all
it's like
that.
in the US too for people who are immigrating here. It's literally like, yeah, they could do it all themselves and you can fill out, you could totally do all that, but like the benefit is that the lawyer has done it before. So they're just like, no, it's this exact form and this is how, and then it's like, you don't want to word your answer this certain way. You actually, there's more success if you, and it's like the same answer, but it's like, I guess the legalese behind it, like they've done it and you end up paying thousands of dollars. I mean, my uncle, he is a Dominican immigrant coming to the US and he's been a resident for like, I want to say 10 years. And the other day he's like, you know what? I'm going to get my citizenship after 10 years. He's like, all right, I'm going to get my citizenship. And he goes like, he asked me to like download the application on the internet, just like USA.gov, get the application to become a naturalized citizen or whatever. I downloaded the application is like 40 pages.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, even I who like am saying I'm pretty good at English was like not even understanding some of the questions and stuff. I'm like, I think you're gonna have to take this application to a lawyer. Like I there's like no direct way. And you technically can do it for free. You technically can do that whole thing for free, but just like having that lawyer is like,
yeah.
and to teach yourself, that's the time dedication.
Or an LLM, honestly, because it's like you just need something with the knowledge of like where things might be confusing or where things typically go wrong and how to avoid that, right? Because the immigration lawyer has probably received a handful of rejections over the years and they know this is why they reject things. But if you're just going in green, you're just going to burn through so much time trying to figure it out unless you have that type of knowledge.
Do you want to make an LLM like an open claw or something like that and sell it to immigration lawyers? 1,000 a pop.
I don't know, man.
A quick 20K in a month.
I
think
think
people do that. I'm sure they do.
I think help your uncle out first, and with the LLM, and if it works, then let's scale it. Let's talk about that.
Facts.
But yeah. And I don't want to like show up and be like, all right, time to make money from all you immigrants. You know what I mean?
No, as a first generation, I think it would be our duty.
Okay. Yeah,
we're the chosen ones.
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be us. It's got to be us.
Oh yeah. All right. Should I open up this package?
Hell yeah!
Let me see what's in here. I think it should be pretty similar to what Colfax got the other week because I literally just messaged Chacha and I'm like, how do I buy this?
Nice.
But it's like a little bit big for just cards. So I think there's maybe something else in there. Yeah.
How's he able to ship stuff over here so quick? I feel like.
Dude, it was really quick. I mean, I did have to pay $25 for shipping, but it got here in like between last week's stream and now is when I got here.
Crazy.
Yeah. Inside a bag, there is another bag.
Guess what's in there? Another bag.
Another bag.
Now, if there's another bag in there,
that'd be crazy.
So we got a real Russian doll experience.
Higher decal, right? Where is it? Oh, right there. And then we also got it on the back. There's some nice stickers there.
I love that chrome bubble wrap thing too.
Yeah. Reminds me of the HB collection that they did, where every character was chrome.
Wonder when the next HP will come out. I mean, they're cool collections.
How do those get pushed forward? Like who determines who's next? Is just someone does it?
Yeah, someone just like steps up to own it, I guess.
Well, it's Chatra and Cactus, right? Those are the two guys that make it.
Chatra started it. Cactus is the person who like owned the Chrome one. There was another guy, I can't remember his name, who owned the Halloween version. And Chatra kind of like advises, guides, supports if it's needed, I guess.
Got it.
I think he's primarily focused on athletics for now. I say all this, maybe things have changed since I last heard.
All right, here we go. The big reveal. Let's see what we got. Oh, looks like some clothing. My wife is going to kill me. I have too many higher apparel things. Oh, yeah. Okay, so to your point, higher athletics. We got something there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and then check out the back.
Oh, nice. Oh, hell yeah.
It's like a horse with a black flag running the globe.
Love that.
Yeah.
We have a little dormant higher zip logo with the dot being a globe, by the way.
You have a doorman in your building?
No, like a dormant logo that we made a long time ago. I don't think we ever used it. It was just like in the folder of logo variations.
Wait, which is the globe? Is it like so looking at the HC, is it the big circle around the HC or is it the
small one, the dot between higher.zip? Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, we're cooking. This is great.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, now for the...
You know what that's making me think of also, by the way?
Huh.
Is how gray shirts show sweat, and it's a higher athletics shirt. And I wonder that there's like a campaign between higher athletics to just actually get people sweaty and like highlight the sweat on a gray shirt. Could be funny.
It does show contrast. Okay, yeah, these are so dope.
I love that.
Higher is the long game.
I love those cards, man. That shit is so fucking fire.
Higher is the long game. See if I'll get a holographic.
PSA 10.
Oh, and there's the address. Yeah, that's the address one. This is so dope.
What's the grading at the top say? The fine print there.
This is collectible asset number 1 by Chatra.
Cool.
Aim higher, and then on the back it says 444437. Aim higher. Higher.net. Aim higher.net. Yeah.
What's 44437?
Higher and elite, or T9 rather.
Oh, gotcha.
This is so... I mentioned this on the stream last week. I need to get just like a chain link necklace and just wear this, around the neck and go to a fucking car meetup.
Hell yeah. Logan Paul does that with Pokemon cards. Is that where you got it from?
Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know.
Yeah, he did that with like a $16 million Pokemon card. Oh, well, no, actually, the card was $6 million when he did it. But then because he did that, he was able to sell the card with that lore behind it for $16 million.
That's wild.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, because it's like attached to him.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's the one that he wore when he like walked down the aisle in WWE. Like it's like that.
Yeah. I like these both. I love the higher is the long game and the Gothic font. Because like the contract address is cool, but we were talking about upgrading that motherfucker and making the old higher go away. Yeah. So in a sense, I feel a little bit
Anti.
like that is my enemy.
Yeah, it's your garlic, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So sick. I'm sure Chatra's not watching, but if you are Chatra, this is so sick.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
Okay, should we talk MK Ultra?
MK Ultra. Yeah. What do we have here? We have a few things, I guess. One of which is kind of like the event itself in terms of like how many racers and things like that. You know, I think we said 16. We also said, did we say 32? Maybe we decided on 16 actually. I forget.
I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, if we have 16 teams or 16 players, because
16 teams, yeah. And then
16
what, like
teams is
two?
32 players. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm putting this in a doc so we can kind of solidify.
Great.
Teams of 2. And that's 32 players. Each person is in charge of making their own team.
I think so. I think that makes sense.
And it's kind of like, in that way, it's similar to like a hackathon, I guess, right? That's kind of what happens. It's like, make your team, or you solo, or you have a team.
Yeah, that's true. There is like a matchmaking aspect. So like, that's a good point. Like, we gotta think, do we want people to pre-register or just show up the day of? And it's like, if you're not on a team, we'll pair you, right? Because then that could change the number of teams also, right?
Well, we can just like consolidate to 16 regardless. You know what I mean?
I see.
Meaning like no matter how many people show up, we funnel it down to 16 teams regardless.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right. The competitive nature of it does kind of change if like people are changing their teams day of.
Yeah. Yeah. So we could make it something like, because in every Mario Kart circuit, there's 4 races, right? Which means that at most we can have four people per team, and each person does 1 race. But we could say, if you want to have a smaller team, the minimum team size is 2.
True. Yeah,
something like that. So it's like we have a little bit of flexibility, and then we just kind of
okay.
Yeah.
So min 2, max 4.
Yeah.
And I think that actually is you bring up a good thing, because that's the other thing we have to talk about is like what the circuit is. You know what I mean? Like, are we just going to go by the Mario Kart rules, or right? Is there 4? If there's 4 races per circuit?
Yeah. Yeah. I believe it's 4 races per circuit. And then there's like the sort of trophy stand at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be fine to just use their out of the box ones, because then it makes it easier for like tallying and stuff too. Like we don't have to be like looking over people's shoulder, like taking notes of like who won, who lost. It's just like, these are the teams, and yeah.
The insane thing to do is to do a circuit per bracket. You know what I mean?
What that mean? What does that mean? Yeah.
So like let's say if it's 16 teams, and 2 teams are facing at any given time, right? Is the theory. Right. And then the winner of those 2 teams advances, faces the winner of another set of 2, right? That's kind of the idea.
Well, if it's just purely a local play, you could also have 4, but we're not doing on the same screen. Is that what we decided?
Well, I think that's the idea I'm kind of pulling at now, maybe, is that like we could do it where like a circuit is every pair. So 2 teams are facing ever at a time, right? And when they're facing, it's a circuit. So that means there's 4 races.
Yeah.
And whoever wins this circuit moves on to the next. That means that there'll be 16 players, 8 matches, and 8 circuits. Each match is a circuit.
Got it. Yeah.
And then it's just knockout after that. Then whoever wins, it's yes or no. It's not like a point system leaderboard type of thing.
Got it. So you're saying that the first round of eliminations is circuits, and then it goes to race based.
No, it's every round is a
Oh,
circuit all the way
every
down.
round is a circuit. Got it.
Or is it like you're saying? I think, or like we've been talking about, is like every pairing is a race, which then would require us to like create a leaderboard. Yeah.
No, I think the first thing you said makes more sense. Yeah. So just use their circuit system. Yeah.
And it's really just like if you get first place in the circuit.
Yeah.
Or whoever gets the highest, you don't have to get first place, but whoever's highest placed in the circuit moves on to the next.
Exactly. And it'd be funny if like, because I think they like backfill it with bots, right? So
yeah,
you just have to place better than the non-bot,
right?
But the bot could still beat you technically,
right? Yeah, you could be like third place, and still win the match.
Yeah. So sad, but yeah, definitely.
There's also that other game mode in Mario Kart, the knockout one, but that one's a little bit more like battle oriented, where you like pop balloons and you get like limited weapons, and like I think the point is to like pop those balloons.
I think I know what you're talking about. That game's fucking stupid. We definitely maybe that's like the losers bracket is like, you don't advance to the finals, you get to pop balloons and see who gets to be the derp champion.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Third place. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I wouldn't even call it third place. I'd call it like it's just something goofy. You know what I mean? Like, like
I like the derp.
Yeah, because it is, right? It's like pop balloons. Like it's fucking hard, and it's not the main
I don't
game.
think it's even a racetrack, right? I think.
Yeah, you're just kind of driving around and doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So that's pretty much the skeleton of the format of the actual tournament itself. Then each matching is a circuit.
Yeah. It would be interesting now that if it's just 2 teams at a time, from a betting perspective, it's kind of almost like polymarket, where it's like you just pick one or the other, right?
Makes it real easy.
Yeah, and then there could be something where it's like, think like World Series of Poker, like every time a race is completed, the odds change. So it's like whoever won that race, now the odds recalibrate. We take new bets. Okay, now we close new bets. The race goes through. The odds are recalibrated, like something like that. You know what I mean?
Do we do that programmatically? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I like to think it could be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, odds are I guess I don't even know how odds are made. Like,
yeah, me neither, bro. I think it actually relies on
public sentiment, sir.
Yeah, it's so different because in poker, right, it's all like what the odds are because it's all mathematical, right? Like this hand has this % chance of hitting. With racing, it's like the odds are based on sentiment, like you're saying, like, oh, they won the first race. I bet that they'll take the cup or whatever.
Yeah.
But that could be an interesting mechanic, right? Is like kind of like roulette, right? Where it's like you can place your bets and then the wheel gets spun and then they're like no more bets. The no more bets could be when the race starts, and then the payoff or payout or whatever could be when that race ends, or it could be when the circuit ends, the 4 races ends.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm gonna look into it. I don't know how, for example, like Formula One, right? Like how do they calculate the odds there? Just like a Google right now, it says, or I guess this is Gemini, by the driver and team performance. So they analyze past race results, current season standings, practice and qualifying speeds, and driver track history, which like we won't have most of that.
Yeah, we're not going to be that scientific about it.
Yeah. Car and track suitability. Again, don't know how we're gonna do that, right? Like, I guess the best thing we can do for historical things is like look up official Mario Kart tournaments and see what car character configuration like performs the best there.
Oh, like if there's any like overpowered.
Yeah,
sort of-
like Bowser with motorcycle and small wheels, like all those have like different configurations, but like also we won't know what the team is going to use that day. So it's kind of
Right.
unreliable in that sense.
Right. Well, that's why it's like, yeah. Yeah. So it's like if we take bets right before the race starts, we can have that information, plug it into a spreadsheet. Yeah. The thing is, we just got to make sure that we don't lose money on it, right?
Yeah.
That we're not like setting the odds and then taking the loss if it's like, so yeah, I don't know the.
Well, then we're doing the third option then on this Google result, I think then, because it's just public betting volume. It's really just like how many people bet one way or the other. So if like 2 people are betting against 4 people, those 2 people are going to get a higher return than when the 4 people win.
I see. Got it.
So that's just called public betting volume, and that's part of odds as well. It's one aspect. For us, it might be the entire, what I mean, the entire dynamic.
Public betting. Yeah. So it's like 2 people each bet $5, and then they win the money. And if 4 people on the other side bet $10, and they split that. Like, yeah,
Right.
it's just like win or lose.
Yeah.
Not like,
exactly. The money is split amongst the winners, basically, is what it is.
I mean, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Is it? I might miss this. Is it proportional to how much they bet?
No,
not really. It's proportional to how many people bet against you, basically.
Yeah. Or like so, you win if you win, you win proportional to how much you bet relative to other people bet on the same side as you.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Brian both bet that John would lose. John loses. Me and Brian split the other side's bets based on how much we individually bet. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Would you? Something came to mind. I don't know if it's too simple or if it makes it more fun. Would you like have a minimum, maximum bet? Have like, say, like the only amount you can bet is $5, but like you're. Actually, no, that would ignore me. My maths is wrong.
Well,
I was hoping to be able to be like double your money every time if you win, but you'd have to match the number of people betting on each side.
There is like a ladder aspect there, right? Where it's like, okay, there's 2 teams. I might want to bet on one outcome, and because I bet on that outcome, that increases the reward pot for someone betting on the other outcome. So then they bet on the other outcome, and then I'm like, okay, now that reward pot has increased yet again, so I want to bet again. Like there is kind of a ladder effect there, where yeah, some like the bets kind of can chain off of each other. Like the reward pot for one side can grow, which incentivizes the reward pot for the other side to grow. But it's sequential, right? It's which is the problem that a bookie solves, right? You don't need to
Right.
kind of like stack sides against each other taller and taller. It's that the house just sets the odds, but we just don't have that type of sophistication to uh, do it yet.
Yeah, because the only way to really do that is to run pre-season races, which is like, what are you
Yeah,
saying? We're going to do another event before our event? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that if we do that, then we could pre-generate odds, I guess.
That's true. Like everyone gets a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you imagining it being cash?
I kind of like it being cash just because.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
there,
know.
you think there's any issues with that legally? Just how much can we advertise that? Maybe we don't advertise it at all, right? Like,
Yeah, I think nobody's gonna care.
yeah,
except whoever hosts us.
right.
If they're like a professional establishment, they're gonna be like, Brian, we can't have this like on the marketing. So aside from that, I don't think anyone's gonna care. But when people get to the event, we can have a little gambling booth set up with a booth babe and like collect some bets.
Yeah, like a Square card reader or something like that. Like,
Yeah, like whatever. I mean, Square card readers are tricky because they might be like, up, charge back, someone stole my card, you know.
oh, that's fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah, like they lose the bet and do a chargeback.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, maybe we take debit cards though. They don't do chargebacks on those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we have an ATM imported to the venue, and
Oh, we just pick a venue with an ATM,
or
cash
we,
only.
yeah, or like, do they offer like think about like music festivals, right? Like they have ATMs there. Like, I wonder how much it would cost to rent an ATM for for an evening.
You know what idea I just thought of? It might be a coffee idea, so definitely
Huh.
sanity check me. Is that we do a little bit kind of like poker style, where
Mhm.
people, for example, they bet in $10 and they get like beads, like different color beads, let's say red, white, or blue. And
Like
like the whites,
alternate currency.
yeah, the whites are like $1, the blue are 5, you know what I mean? And then that's what they're betting.
Yeah, yeah,
They bet these fake beads, basically,
yeah,
non-currency beads, basically.
yeah. 100%. Win some seashells. We'll cash you out at
And
the
then we'll
end.
cash the seashells out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's probably a great way to go about it because then it's like we don't have to be handling money the whole time, like throughout the games. It's just like there's the betting aspect, which is separate from the ATM aspects, which
Yeah.
is
And then that way we don't have to worry about like slinging cash around or like maybe would it even be less perceived as betting?
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is all just for fun,
Yeah.
this is monopoly money.
Yeah. We do like little Mario Kart tires. You know what I mean?
It would be cool if it was, yeah, a nice sort of tactile physical thing, like if Colfax like 3D printed something,
Like
you know,
cones, a tire, a cone,
banana.
and a banana. Yeah. Or like a shell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. The branding of Nintendo, we have to stay away from as much as
Yeah.
possible. But like, yeah, a banana would be good. I think a banana is general enough. Let's not do the mushroom or the shell.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we could even do a plantain if we wanted to keep it even more separate.
True. Yeah. That might be a good idea.
Yeah. I think it'd be a fun way to tap his skills too.
Now, regarding that, I know we talked about before if so I guess we're not doing like the betting on HIGHER.ZIP website.
I don't know, man. It just seems like a very big ask for not just for like the dev side of it, but like also getting people to like go to a site and use specifically a debit card or
Yeah.
crypto. right? I guess it depends on what kind of audience we market to, because if it's like we're getting a bunch of crypto people to show up, then it kind of could make sense, right? Mobile payments, non-refundable, on-chain. So if we want to go that route and like do a marketing campaign at like the Bored Ape community in New York City, like
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think the threshold really is how to make people who might be streaming the event feel like they're at the event.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, yeah, I agree. And not only that, I think it'd be hard to like consolidate what bets happen digitally versus what bets are happening in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I think that could be squared. That could be squared in my head. So it's like if we wanted to just like, yeah, like we could have it so that you could buy seashells or bananas or whatever, and they're NFTs, I guess, you know, and then you put we kind of like reconcile the pot between like the physical ones that we have and then the digital ones that people have contributed. Like I think that is actually doable, and the fact that like the digital folks have already made the payment and it's non-refundable, like that's safe too, so it could work. We just need to make sure that like, yeah, you go to higher.zip and like half of the interface is like make a bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And the other half would be like the stream of the current race. Yeah, yeah, that could work, honestly.
So do you think, for example, what about payouts then? Do you think that we could do, I mean, payouts digitally seems part of that wheelhouse, but then like, what about people who bet in real life against someone who's pays digitally? Then how we're just sending that money to like the in real life's higher zip account, I guess is the thing.
Well, I feel like we need to maintain both a digital cash buffer and then like a physical cash buffer on either side,
Yeah.
right? So that whoever wins, that we have enough liquidity to like pay him out at the resolution.
Right.
Yeah, but it could be what am I trying to say here? It could be skewed one-sided, you know. Like let's say that because digital has scale that physical doesn't have, right? Um, there could be a scenario where if we got a ton of viewers participating on the digital side, that they bet on some character that or some team a lot of money, and then that team loses, and then in the physical world we have bettors who bet on the team that won. That's like we might not be able to front that, I guess is what I'm saying. If like someone rolls up and like places like a 3G bet on some team and that team loses, right? The process of then getting that 3Gs and distributing it to the physical people proportionally, that's kind of like probably outside of our bankroll.
Yeah.
So I feel like what we'd have to do is we'd have to cap bets at a certain, like whatever our we'd have to identify like this is how much we can kind of like float between digital and physical. And if bets kind of like if we get too much action, too much interest, then we just cap them and we just don't accept new bets. That way we can kind of like maintain liquidity for both sides.
Well, then what if someone bets? Yeah, because I think the other one is like requiring the higher zip account to even bet in real life. Therefore, any funds that are digital, they would have to collect digitally as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if someone does place a 3K bet on digital and someone wins that bet in real life, they would have to like log on to higher zip to collect that their share on their higher zip account.
Got it. So technically you could win and like part of it could be paid out in these mushrooms and stuff, and then part which you can redeem for cash, and then part of it is just paid out like cash to your HIGHER.ZIP account.
So your higher zip account, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. As long as
That way
people
we're
are
not
okay with
punting.
that. Yeah, yeah. That would solve that for sure. Yeah. Yeah. God, this gets me excited. It makes me really want to do um Brian, I know that you were kind of affiliated with Unlonely. It really makes you want to do something
Yeah.
like what Unlonely was doing.
I
back
know,
then.
right? I feel like the more we get into this idea, the more it's like, oh, this is the yes and no thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Up, down,
The vibes
live
token, is that what it was? I
ticker.
think it was called vibes.
It's called vibes. Yeah, which I hate that word, but like,
Yeah.
um,
Overused word.
yeah. But that experience was, I say it to this day, that is like the most electric on-chain experience or online experience I've ever felt, because it's like you're watching the outcome, you're
Yeah.
sending money, and the money could go to zero. Like you could lose, like, I don't know, and the outcome is changing. It's just,
Yes.
oh man, it's too powerful.
Dude, maybe we should do that. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, but we need to have good content, right? So Mario Party will be, or Mario Kart will be fun. Like the dating show, Love on Leverage, man.
We could do it. We could
so
do the
good.
dating show now that it's not a thing anymore. We could make our own dating show.
Yeah.
Not that I want to make a dating show, but
I mean, I would watch a dating show. I have no idea how to produce one.
it's literally just set up dates, right? I wonder.
Yeah. My
It'd be
wife
fun if it was in
hates-
real life, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Like,
would be.
because
The Zoom stream was always a little bit like it's too easy to quit almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And also hard to connect if it's like a date and you're like voice, video chatting.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so funny. So Kim, I'm always trying to watch these like dating shows and she fucking hates them. So it's like I never get to watch them, but then like also all of our friends are watching them, and I'm always sidelined. Like I want to watch them. I know that they're trash. I know that like this is garbage television, but there's something about it, man, that's just like it's so fun to watch. But she hates it, so we never watch it. So if we can somehow spin this project into a dating show, that would make me very happy. I think that she wouldn't be able to say no to that.
Dude, I think we can do it, honestly. And I think we need the content. So I think the seeds of the idea are there. Like we want to do a dating show and we need HIGHER.ZIP content. So
You think we can make it work?
I think we can make it work.
Oh man. Could you imagine how awkward it would be if it was like a dating show for Farcaster people?
If it was like that, then we would definitely have to do it online, I think.
For sure. For sure. It's like global, but it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I love Farcaster, but it's just such a bunch of weirdos, myself included, but like, yeah, the whole thing. Okay.
Is the betting that we're describing, is that pari-mutuel betting?
Yeah, I think so. Like winners fund the losers, or losers fund the winners. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I guess transitioning to the site itself, if we do betting on the site, I'd have to activate smart wallets on the Privy side.
Oh, for them to deposit into?
Yeah, so then basically you would have a wallet at HIGHER.ZIP that you could fund.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
that
you
would be
send
where
money
we're sending.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other thing there also becomes the receipt, the use of the receipt printer. Right. So then now that's print a receipt.
NFT receipt or a physical receipt?
No, physical, like on the printer.
Got it. I mean, I think so. right? That's how
bet
like
slip.
Like
yeah,
a betting slip.
exactly. Like for redemption purposes, right? You want to bring that up, and yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for redemption purposes. And also like we could um like when people buy a set of beads, you know what I mean, give them a receipt for that too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, technically, the bead is the receipt, right?
But they have to bet the receipt. They have to bet the bead.
Yeah, they have to bet the bead, and when they make the bet, then we get the bet slip.
That's yeah, you're right. Then you're right. So that's when they should get the receipt, not when they buy the beads, when they make the bet.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would be cool also visually to have like stacks so you could visually see which stack is bigger, who's betting more on what side.
Oh yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
little stack of receipts.
yeah. Or like a little Tetris jar, and then there's just like a bunch of shells and other shit in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's always just the allusion to the money, but not the actual like money itself. Like, yeah, yeah. 3 rubies, 2 diamonds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. It's like a pirate's chest of
Pirate's booty.
random shit. Yeah, booty. That is what it is, right? The treasure is a booty.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. So then I think then if that's all said and done, then those are the upgrades to the site that we need, right? We need to
A deposit and then like an escrow.
enable the smart wallet. Or is that what it's called? Smart wallet? I forget.
I think so.
Actually,
It
wait, I
might be custodial wallets or something, or server wallets. It's server wallets is what they call it for
Okay.
Kobe.
Okay. And then we would have to do like what's the MVP of that? Just betting?
I wouldn't say like betting is even a stretch for the term. I feel like it's that you deposit money and then from into your higher zip account, and then you send that money into an escrow contract, which is just
A
like where it
wager.
gets. Yeah,
Is wager the word? I don't know.
yeah, a wager contract, where like we as the admin kind of like determine the resolution of the wager. So we could kind of set up a contract that takes in money on outcomes and then says this is the winning outcome and sends the money out accordingly.
Okay. And do you think that's I know one of the things we've been talking about for a while for Higher Zip is like the producer dashboard, but also in the back of our mind, like we have, or the other thing that we've been thinking about is like the admin dashboard, which is for us specifically, like the people or whoever's in the squad of the perma pool, basically. Where would you put that feature of the betting? Would you put that on the producer level or the admin level?
I don't know what's the difference between producer and admin.
So the producer, I think the way we've been thinking about it is like per show. So like for us, it'd be like on the Higher Zip show level, the weekly show that we do every Friday, which is a different level than like Higher Zip, the website and the features of the website overall.
Yeah.
Like Higher Zip, the organization versus Higher Zip, the show.
Yeah. I feel like it would just be multi-sig. You know what actually I feel like it would be? You know that splits account that we have?
Yeah.
Where it's like we're kind of all added to it.
Yeah.
I would make that the signer of the resolution, and then we can kind of configure like, okay, who's on the Higher Zip splits account, and like just have that be a thing to like manage, for instance, the bets and things like that. I don't think that that's something that we should like invite anyone outside this group to do yet. So like just us four, but like I don't know what the official designation should be. I feel like it's more of like an administrative task than anything, you know. So I wouldn't necessarily call it like part of production, like especially if we get like other people helping us out with like creative and stuff like that.
Yeah. So maybe it is admin for now then, right? Because
Yeah.
to put it on the producer level would mean that we would technically be allowing anyone who produces a show to settle a bet.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'd
if
say,
someone does a dating show, then they would be able to, when they're the producers of that show, they are settling whatever bets are happening or that dating show.
yeah, I would put that as like a later thing. You know what I mean? Like,
So admin for now, and we'll decide later, basically.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, is there any way, I don't know if it's too complex, but is there any way for you to like have some buttons in person? So like, you press a button and it just all automated kind of like does what needs to be done. So you don't have to kind of like whip out your phone each time. It's kind of got like a blue button or a red button, and then you just press it and it sorts stuff out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking is where to put that button. So like V1 would be like put that button behind a producer, like a producer has to log in, or us four have to log in. We have a dashboard that's specifically for us. In our case, it would be an admin dashboard. For us, we've already named things like that's where we put the stream keys, right? Like if we need to share stream keys with anyone, instead of having to log onto YouTube or LivePeer, we put them there, and any one of you should be able to log into your own account. And for example, if Jack wants to stream, copy and paste and like telegram it to Jack. So that's like V1 of like the producer / admin dashboard. V2 or like, 1.1 would be like resolving these bets, I think. Right? That's like another like little feature of like an admin or a producer. Now, once we have the button on the website, then yes, we can hook up a physical button, right? Just like we did with the receipt printer, just kind of like a press this button, it resolves or whatever, whatever you want to do. Or like not even that, where it's like we press a button and it's like on the second lap of a 3-lap race, no more bets, right? Bets stop now.
Through let hand.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the question is that, that the answer is actually it's an admin dashboard that we're doing first. Cool. And then later, as we get more shows, we divvy up the responsibilities, right? It's like, oh, this makes more sense in producer, that this makes more sense in admin, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I think I was thinking of like a different way of organizing it. Maybe there was like, there was some button that was attached to the contract itself or something that like indicated which way things should go, rather than it like having to be signed from. It was like a per event signer thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's that's a good idea, and we're gonna definitely encounter that problem in the future. And that is that's a admin dashboard thing to basically be able to delegate who resolves the bet. Right? That's kind of what you're saying, right? It's like that button then is the thing that we're picking. Okay, this wallet here is who decides yes or no.
Yeah. So you could have like a specific Mario Kart wallet that is hooked up to some buttons in person and then do it that way, is what I was thinking.
Totally. Interesting. But the MVP version of this is basically the escrow thing and hooking that up to like an admin producer dashboard. But that admin producer dashboard behind the scenes would be hooked up to a wallet, correct?
That would be, yeah, like you connect a certain, like what I kind of imagine is that initially we make it so that we connect our splits wallet, and then we can see that, and then we can submit transactions to like resolve markets through that dashboard. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alternatively, we could make it that it's a HIGHER.ZIP account, which might be cleaner from like a single user type. Right now, do we support connecting your own external wallet for a HIGHER.ZIP account, or is it all like is it like bring your own wallet or use your email?
Yeah.
Okay. So we could have it be
I actually turned on last night. I was in the privy digging around in preparation for this meeting. I think I turned on sign on with your phone last night and sign in with Farcaster last night.
Okay.
So people can sign in with email, wallet, phone, Farcaster are the 4 things that people can sign on to right now.
Nice. Okay. Cool. So for the admin thing, we can still go through that privy flow and just use like the splits account, which we all have access to sign in.
Yeah.
That should be easy. Cool. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good starting point. I mean, I can whip up like a betting contract that just takes in money and then splits it to the winner. Should be pretty straightforward. It's admin gated so that only certain people can submit. So at least we can like do some testing.
Okay,
Like,
cool. What
some
on
money.
the website side, what do you need me to do? Should I just activate the Privy smart wallet thing and then make that balance display on the site? Is that, or like up to where do you want me to get to?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to activate that, and then we have like a deposit page, where people can send money in. I feel like that'd be good. I feel like to keep it simple to start, we can start with ETH, but then maybe move to USDC because I don't know how they handle gas.
Yeah, it seems like it's pay your own, but we can sponsor gas if we want. I don't think we want to do that, but that's the only options that I see on the Privy backend side.
Yeah, because then it's like ETH is probably cleaner because ETH is the gas token, right?
Yeah. Well, so that's the case with again, research that I've done very cursory as we've been talking about this throughout the last weeks.
Yeah.
To do it on mainnet, then people would have to have ETH in their wallet to pay the gas. But the thing is with Base, if we do this on the Base chain, actually you could pay with gas with USDC. So people can just fund it USDC and the transaction would pay for the gas because they have USDC. But if we do everything, for example, on like mainnet, then we would basically get into a world where we would require people to have USDC, but also have the ETH to fund the bet that they're making.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough.
That's
right?
crazy.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to have it on mainnet.
Sponsored transactions, is that the idea you're saying?
Well, no, they actually take USDC as the transaction.
For the gas token?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know they'd do that. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, cursory, just like thing that I read on like I think it's just the back of the Privy dashboard.
Got it. Yeah, I haven't gone deep on like Privy's abstractions and stuff like that, but that sounds yeah, it sounds like it's really kind of come along because I know that Bases have been approaching it, Privy's been approaching it, so
maybe what Base does is literally just swap the USDC for ETH and then pay the transaction fee with that ETH.
That might be what it does, honestly. I don't know because there is something called like a paymaster on Base, and there's something called account abstraction. There's like a lot of different things, man. It's actually like they've made a lot of progress, but it's like sort of splintered out in terms of the idea maze. So there's like so many different approaches to it. I feel like I have some studying up to do just on how it works. But I think for starters, if we get like a deposit address set up, then we can tinker with like USDC or ETH and see what's possible from like a transaction perspective and like what it would take. I assume though, like we should start with Base because mainnet is like cool, but it's a little bit heavy.
Yeah, I think so too. Would it be crazy to do Robinhood?
I don't think
right? It'd be too
I
crazy.
don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I think that some of the infrastructure, like the gasless payments and stuff like that, might not exist on Robinhood.
That's true,
right? Because it's just like a less mature chain.
I also think that, like, from a branding perspective, here I am talking about this bullshit again. Robinhood to me seems like a chain where you do just like financial things. And sports betting seems a little bit like not, it is financial obviously because it has to do with money, but it's not like trading a stock or like analyzing a financial data or like, you know, it's like not any of those cool things.
Totally.
I feel like it doesn't need to be on Robinhood for that reason. You know what I mean? Like because it's just betting. I think Base is actually might be the perfect one.
Yeah, I mean Base or Solana even, but I don't
Yeah.
really know shit about Solana. So
Same. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it would be Base or Solana. I agree. And I would honestly, I'd rather hate to be a, you know, ETH maxi in this sense, but like I'd rather stay off of Solana to be quite honest.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where I've I've been aware of Solana for so many years and just kind of categorically ignored it because it's foreign, but I know it's the same gotcha that all Bitcoiners had when Ethereum came around, right? It's like, oh, we don't need that. We have this. But like in hindsight, it's like, oh, well, Bitcoin actually like has been held back in some key ways, and Ethereum has made leaps forward. Like I feel like the same dynamic is playing out between Ethereum and Solana, but and yet I'm a glacier. I just can't will myself to embrace it for whatever reason. Yeah.
Yeah. You made me think of something actually right now, which is like the belief in Ethereum, generally speaking, where it's like, because I feel the same way as you, where I've just like ignored Solana, mostly because like, yeah, I believe in Ethereum, but then also because it's like I don't want to believe in another thing. You know what I mean? Like I ran out of things that I want to care about or something like that. You know?
Yeah, like
And
you only
Solana's
have
right
like
outside of that little circle, just like it's like right there.
yeah, it's like or maybe there's like almost like a contradiction where it's like, well, to embrace Solana means to in some way like disavow Ethereum.
Yeah.
Like you only really have space in your heart for like one cult on chain.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah.
And even that where like sometimes it feels like Ethereum as a whole is like hanging on by a thread. Like you're like,
really
if I stop
does.
believing in Ethereum, then it'll go to shit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like Ethereum needs me right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really funny.
I don't know how true this is anymore, but like I would definitely tell myself the story that there's like values buckets that these kind of chains fall into as well. It's like I'm like part of me, as you've been speaking, is like, oh yeah, I'm in Ethereum. I like and I could imagine adding certain L2s on Ethereum into that. But not all L2s, depending on like what they're kind of doing.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it's more like first for me, I don't know, I don't keep up to date with Ethereum enough to really know what the foundation or anything are doing at the moment. But values wise, I know that's why I landed here at a certain time. And Solana doesn't seem to kind of align in the same way all the time. I'm sure there are people out there doing things, but
yeah,
on the face of it, they definitely know how to have fun though over there
in Solana land.
Yeah, not that it's always like good-hearted fun, but they have fun, I'm sure.
Well, I told you they have this special economic zone in Kazakhstan. You know, they're like making moves to try and like push the frontier a little bit. But yeah, Ethereum also recently kind of adopted the crops mentality, right? Censorship resistance. I forget what the O is. Privacy and security are the P and the S. That's like the Ethereum Foundation's mandate, which the Ethereum Foundation isn't Ethereum, right? But it is kind of like Vitalik's organization, his influencing arm. So yeah, it is cool to kind of see them take like a little bit more of a uh, uh, rights focused approach as a chain, right? Like preserving your rights in this sort of age of digital abundance and digital compromise. Um, I haven't heard any such thing from Solana. They just like to build fun games.
Yeah, that's true. The fun.
But this sounds fun, and I think you're right to point out base is like the place to do this, probably gas wise and things.
Versus like Arbitrum, right? Because Arbitrum, I feel like, is almost similar to Solana in that way, where they're just like, or maybe even Robinhood too. It seems like a very financialized place to do things.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think the next like wave of things, or at least when I was still paying attention, it felt like the next wave of things L2 wise would be like the ZK kind of infrastructure where like things could be private. I'm sure lots of fun games will pop out of that. Like I imagine I think there's probably already people building like chess and stuff on there. I remember seeing some cool chess stuff happening.
Chess on Robinhood or on Solana?
No, on like a ZK focused L2s on Ethereum.
I see.
Interesting.
Yeah, actually, I was a guy I was in a frat with in college. He is working on something called Cartridge. Have you heard of Cartridge?
No.
It's it is Starkware roll up Starkware something like ZK Snarks for games, on-chain games, fully on-chain games. And so it is exactly what you're talking about, John. I don't know if it's like the ZK EVM type thing, or if it's like how it plugs into Ethereum, or if it's not on Ethereum. But okay, let me pull it up. Cartridge GG, I think is, yeah. But it was so wild. Like this guy was into AI before it was cool, and then he got it to ZK. Presumably, it's not fully cool yet. Here, let me. I'll share the link to it. But yeah, if we ever want to like bring him on the stream or something and chat about that stuff, I'm sure he'd be down.
Yeah, I think for on-chain games, it's going to be important, I guess, so that you can make moves without other people seeing what moves you've made, but like have them be verifiably the moves that you made.
Right. Right.
Oh, there's a lot of
I
cool
imagine,
stuff on this page.
I imagine it'll be like widespread at some point.
For sure. For sure. Like
Yeah,
it
we
is
definitely talk to him about this stuff, I imagine, at some point. That'll be cool. Just have that chat. Especially if this like Mario Kart thing goes well. Like that's DOC, something from Cartridge, IRL. That'd be cool.
ship a Mario Kart clone on Cartridge.
That'd be sick.
some. Yeah. The gas in your tank is like Ethereum gas, like ETH.
Literally. Oh my God, bro. Don't even.
Those concepts have been waiting to get married for a long time, actually. The fact that it is called gas. And
It's gonna happen. I mean,
huh?
it's gonna happen for sure.
No.
There's already like F1, like where you like build your fucking car or something and have these races. Like, yeah.
Coming up with the Vroom token, dude. Let's go. Burn some gas.
Vroom, the official gas token, the official gas provider of the MK Cup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, okay, so I'll get started on the contract for handling bets. I'll assume it's an ETH to begin with, and that it's keyed by an admin to resolve the bets one way or another. Brian, if you get like the server wallets enabled and then deposits up, then you can deposit some funds, and I can try and wire it up to the contract to like make a test bet.
Beautiful. All right, I'll do that.
Sweet.
Lovely, lovely. The other thing that we talked about very distantly, but this would require Colfax to be here, is the kind of like an avenue of pitching this to Flood and his people or something or other like that. Because then like designing t-shirts for the teams, 16 t-shirts, like all that, that's, again, maybe just makes sense for Colfax to be here for that. But in the essence of that, or in the essence of moving towards that, do you think we have enough? Feels like we kind of have enough to make a deck, or like the start or the scaffolding of a deck for then that deck to be used to pitch these people.
Like pitch venues or pitch the shirt makers or all of them?
Pitch, well, I guess, yes, good point. Pitch the venue, yes, but also pitch partnership people.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. We could just get like
we have the event dynamics, and we have the like online thing roughly sketched out, the IRL betting thing kind of roughly, which maybe we don't even need to talk about that in the partnership deck, because maybe people, that'll deter people probably. But yeah, feels like we might have like scaffolding, enough of at least the scaffolding to like be like, all right, this is a sponsorship deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's smart. And I mean, I think the key point to drive is that it is kind of like a IRL online crossover thing where it's like on HIGHER.ZIP, there's participatory aspects that kind of bridge you in to whatever the sort of physical event programming is. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Also just good like internally clarifying among us four, which I think we're all on the same page, but it's just good to kind of have.
Yeah. And I also think there's a cool thing that we've talked about before of like brand partnership possibilities, like on the stream, whether it's like a marquee or a ticker coming along the screen, right? Like at every 30-minute interval has like your website on it for 30 minutes of the live stream, whatever. Speaking of the receipt printer, I looked through the repo. It seems like there's seems like the thing is set up to have 48 characters per line. I don't know, fun fact. Not that it matters, but I'm gonna tinker around to make like a bet slip design, I guess you could say.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Let me know if you want me to plug it in and get it networked, and then we can I could send some pics of receipts.
Oh, sick. I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, yeah, then okay. I was gonna basically vibe code a print preview.
Oh, okay.
Design, basically like four. Did you add me as a collaborator? You don't have to.
I think I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I could maybe like make a branch from that. That's like the print preview branch disconnected from the server. And then once maybe, I don't know. I have to look a little deeper.
You could just push it up and then I'll run it locally and print out some and then send it in Telegram.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, go wild with it. I got the hardware right here. It's begging to be used. So
I might do that for the next hour. Full disclaimer.
Oh yeah. Cool. I gotta run, but this has been good. I hope that Colfax got his what was he picking up on Facebook Marketplace? The cabinet?
Kitchen island.
Kitchen island. Also,
I don't know how he's gonna put an island in the kitchen, but we'll see.
Or even an island in the car. It drives back to the kitchen. That's crazy.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
I haven't heard that before, but it's pretty good. All right, shout out Chatra for the swag again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be getting this on a chain. We down to break it here, boys?
Yeah, let's call it there. Thank you guys once again for another lovely Friday morning.
All right, later guys.
Peace,
Likewise.
guys.